Hey guys, this is me Padma from Programiz and welcome back to this series on C programming. In this video, we will learn to write comments in C programming. We'll also see why comments are important. So let's get started. Comments are hints that we add to our program to make our code easier to understand. Let's see an example. I have this program that prints a variable. To make this code a bit more readable, I can add comment here like this. Create a variable and I'll add another comment here. Print the value of data variable. Here these lines that start with 2 forward slashes are comments. We add them to make our program easier to understand for everyone. Let's see what happens when we run this program. As you can see, the program runs normally without any issue. This is because C programming completely ignores the line that start with double forward slashes. We can also put the comment and our code in the same line. For that, I'll cut this and put this in the same line with the code. I'll do this for this comment as well. Now I'll run this code and see what happens. You can see that the code before 2 forward slashes are executed and all comments are ignored. We can add any number of comments anywhere in our program. However, if our code is self-explanatory, there is no need to use comments. This only makes our code very messy. So I'll remove these comments from the program. Okay guys, we need your support to keep these types of content free for all users. YouTube really likes engagement on the video, so leave a comment below, press that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get the engagement score high up so that more people can discover and enjoy these courses. We can also use comments to debug our code. It is a common practice to comment out code so that it is ignored rather than removing them completely. Let me give you an example. In this example, I have created a program to take age and height from the user. Suppose in this program, I was not required to take the height input from the user. So instead of removing the code related to height, what I can do is I can simply add a double forward slash at the beginning of this line so that they become comments. So to make them comments, I'll just add forward slash here. So I am adding forward slash to every code that is related to height. Now the codes will be there if we need them in future, but they are completely ignored by the C compiler. Now let me run this code. As you can see, it says enter the age. I'll enter 29 and press enter. Here the output says age equals to 29, but these lines are completely ignored. Now later on, if we need height again, all we need to do is to remove these forward slashes. And they will now become statement, not comment. Now let me run this code again. I'll enter the age 29 and I'll add here height equals to 11 and you can see the output on the screen. A little pro tip for you, remember the keyboard shortcut to apply comments. In most text editors, it's Ctrl// if you are on Windows and Command/ if you are on Mac. This will be very helpful in debugging our code. By the way, if you are watching this, there is a good chance you want to improve your skill in C programming. Lucky for you, we have a mobile app that provides a well-structured C programming course with certification at the end, and you can use the app alongside the video to practice on the built-in compiler. Our course is free, so download now by scanning this QR code or click the link in the video description. In C programming, there is another type of comment that allow us to comment on multiple lines at once. Let me give you an example. Suppose we want to comment these 3 lines. We can do that by typing / and asterisk at the beginning and asterisk and / at the end. So let's do that. / and asterisk at the beginning and asterisk and / at the end. Now let's run this code. I'll enter 29. As you can see, the code runs without any errors and these comments are ignored. I can also use keyboard shortcut to use multi-line comments. Let me show you. First, I'll remove this / and asterisk at the beginning, and I'll also remove this asterisk and / at the end. And I will select these 3 lines and press Ctrl+Shift/. As you can see, these lines are now commented. If you are on Mac, you can press Command-Shift/. Here, instead of Ctrl+Shift/, if I press Ctrl// only, these 3 lines will be commented at once, but they will be commented with single line comments. The multi-line comments are useful if we need to explain the code a bit more and add more text to understand the code. Now let's take a moment to discuss why comments are important. Imagine that you are working on a huge project for a client. Since you were on a tight schedule, you decide to ignore comments. You successfully delivered it to the client and clients are happy about it. Fast forward in a couple of months, the client want to update some features of project. Since you were the one who developed the project, the client wants you to make the change. Without comments, you will forget the reason why you wrote a particular piece of code a certain way. And you will end up spending a lot of time looking at your own code and trying to understand it. Now, if you had commented the code, it would have been easier for you. Comments are even more important if you are working in a group. It makes it easier for other developers to understand and use your code. That being said, comments are not and should not be used as a substitute to explain poorly written code. You should always try to write clean, understandable code and then use comment as an addition. Now that we are at the end of this video, it's time for Programiz quiz. What is the correct way to comment in C programming? Comment your answer below. If you want to revise this concept, you can find all these programs in our GitHub repository. The link is in the video description. See you in the next video. Happy programming!